We're going to talk a little bit about what the Jews are doing. There was a reason for the season, and the reason that we're out here talking about the global extermination of people around the planet and who's orchestrating it, the international Jew. So just repeat these after me. I'll tell you what to say, and I want y'all to say it with me. I want to bring some energy to this. Let me ask you first, an organization that was made, the Anti-Defamation League, ADL, that was founded off trying to defend the rape and murder of a 13-year-old child. Is that a horrible organization? Yeah. Is that an organization that we want? No. Do we want that organization in America? No. Do we want that organization in South America? No. Do we want that organization in Canada? No. Do we want that organization in the Middle East? No. What about the Middle West? No. Do we want it in Africa? No. Do we want ADL anywhere? What kind of filthy institution is born out of the rape and murder of children and still exists, and men don't say, you gotta go? So I'm here today to say, I think it's time. The ADL, they gotta go. So help me with this. When we start off, I'm gonna say, what is it that you want to tell? And I want y'all to say, the ADL should burn in hell. Can y'all do that? I'm gonna say it again. This is a child raping institution that was born of the rape and murder of children. So if I say, what is it that you want to tell, you're going to say, we're going to do that again. I like it. What is it that you want to tell? What is it that you want to tell? What is it that you want to tell? The ADL should burn in hell. That's right. That's what we want. I got another one. I'm going to say, tell me what you want to know. You tell me. The ADL has got to go. Tell me what you want to know. ADL got to go. Tell me now what you know. ADL got to go. Tell me now what you know. ADL got to go. Gotta go. They gotta go. We saying, nah, ain't no end in the First Amendment. We say what we want. The First Amendment, the Bill of Rights, and the Constitution, we're not going to negotiate with no damn Jew. We don't care what you say, we can say. We're going to say what we want to say, and if you don't like it, then we know we said the right thing. We're going to say it twice. And we'll come to your house and say it to you. You're not going to tell nobody what they can say when you're killing people and exterminating them around the planet, and we know you're doing it, and you think you're going to tell men who have courage and character not to say what you're doing so that people know what you're doing, so that we can organize what you're doing, so that we can stop what you're doing. You got it wrong. The world is not going to go that way. I'm not going that way. Men are out here today. We're not going that way. And before it's all over, nobody's going to go that way. That's not going to work. Opening up people's borders and flooding them with anybody to come in that country. That's what they do. Let's go into this discussion a little bit. We're going to talk about slavery. I just want to do a little bit of the list. Again, we're going to our trusty, dusty GTL, the Goyim Defense League, GTVflyers.com, to just get some information. They talk about some of the slave ships and who the owners were. You can also go to our trusted book, The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, Part 1. You can find that information there. And of course, you can get all the information you want. And this, Jews are the problem. That's when you really want to get it right to the core of the point. I know how it works. You criticize a Jew and you call anti-Semitic. Jew gonna say this anti-Semitic protest rally, a bunch of black men and a few women came out and said the Jews are the problem. And they gonna say that they came out and said it and they were being anti-Semitic. Well, I have a request. And I don't know, I don't have the connections to reach out and talk to an Ayatollah. But I thought about this long and hard. I'm sick of this description and accusation of being anti-Semitic. Why do I care what a Jew thinks about me being anti-Semitic? Jews are not Semitic. They're European. So if I am anti-Semitic, why does a Jew care? So I thought about it. Instead of asking a question, I got a better solution. So I need somebody to reach out. If you're seeing this and hear this, I'm very serious. I will be honored if you could get to the level of an Ayatollah. I know that might be difficult. When we grew up, we don't even know what an Ayatollah was. It was Ayatollah Khomeini. We knew that's a bad cat right there because everybody in that world, that part of the world, respected him. I need some Semitic person, whether it's somebody in Hamas, somebody in the Arab world, somebody that is Semitic. I need you to go. I know you're probably too busy to do a Twitter account, but just for me, just for one thing, we want to arrest from this day forward any accusations about anti-Semitism. If I lose this, then I lose. I want somebody in the Arab world, some Semitic person that people have respect for, to go on Twitter, create an account, and I want you to do a poll. And let's end it once and for all. Who is the most anti-Semitic? Only two answers. Ayo Kimathi, the irritated genie. Let's put a slash. Ayo Kimathi, that's one answer. Slash the irritated genie. Is it him or the only other answer? The Jews and Israel, the ones that are murdering Palestinians today, the ones that are tearing down their homes, killing their children, moving in and taking their homes, the ones that took this country to war in Iraq and in Iran and murdered people, millions of people, destroying the Semitic world, the ones dropping bombs in Yemen. From this point forward, it's not about what your issues that you're talking about are. It's only one issue of any relevance in the 2024 elections, national or local. If you're not talking about the Jewish problem, Jewish hegemony, the open borders being controlled by the Jews, the executive branch being controlled by the Jews, child sex trafficking being run by the Jews, pedophilia being run by the Jews, organ harvesting being run by the Jews, the banking system being collapsed by the Jews, the destruction of masculinity and femininity in this country being orchestrated by the Jews, the rewriting of history being orchestrated by the Jews, censorship being orchestrated by the Jews. You miss too much of it. It's an anti-Jewish hegemony, thinking that you're going to dominate the world. You're not. Huh? Like the Nazis. Oh, I'm better than the Nazis. Yeah, I'm going to pay my gas bill. Get out of here. You don't have to leave. You can take a whole lot of this.
You guys and the Nazis have a lot in common.
We got a lot in common with the Nazis, but the Nazis lost.
That's really disgusting.
That's really disgusting?
Yeah.
And I think raping children and murdering children is disgusting. How about that?
So is
Burning Jews and Holocaust camps. I wasn't in the Holocaust camps. And the black people that went there saved the Jews from the Holocaust. So since you're a Jew that got saved, why don't you say thank you right now?
I'm not a Jew. I'm just standing.
Well, if you're not a Jew, then shut up. I'm not here to argue with a non-Jew. What are you, a defense attorney for the absentee Jew? That makes no sense.
Standing up for people whose rights are being. They got somewhere to be. You can't block the street when you're going to stay here and talk. The bike over there and come back. Okay, I'm leaving. But this is
Go ahead, leave then.
This is disgusting.
All right, good. Go, bounce. I didn't. No, did you see this? I like that though. I like it. The only problem I didn't like, and this is something we all got to get down. We done, but we got a few more things on here. This is something we got to get under control. If I'm talking about Jews, if Jews want to come up, good, they should. If you talk about black people and I hear it, I'm coming to step to the table. I'm a man. But if I'm talking about Jews, I don't want to be fighting with Anglos. I don't want to be fighting with my brother or my sister. If you don't agree with me, we can debate it. But in the heat of battle, this is battle right here. Coming to the public world and telling everybody that the beast of planet Earth is here and that we have to fight him. That's the battlefront. I don't have any problem with any fight, anytime. I just ask everybody respectfully, if you ain't a Jew, and I'm talking about Jews, please stay out of that one.